despite how dark it is, I am outside a shrine here in Japan. I just got here too late. Anyway, I'm going to talk about a couple radicals of the 20th century in Japan. The first is called, let me get this right, Fusako Shigenobu. She was a communist. She was actually politicized in university when she went against the Vietnam War, and she was protesting against tuition fee rises. Anyway, she helped set up the Japanese Red Army in 1970, and this was at a time when the communists were a bit divided. For instance, the United Red Army in Japan had purges, but she had some some success as a terrorist abroad. She set up base in Lebanon, gained alliances with the Palestinian groups, and helped organise things like the Lod Airport massacre in 1972, taking hostages in the French embassy in The Hague in 1974, and they hijacked a Japanese airline and flew to North Korea. However, although she spent many years abroad, she returned to Japan, some suspect, in the late 90s, and in the early 2000s she was arrested, and I believe she was in her 50s, and she remains in prison today. Now, the second person I want to introduce you to is of the right. His name was Yukio Mishima. Now, he was a famous author, so you may have heard of him, but he was brought up a weak child, but then eventually he became obsessed with the way of the samurai, Bushido, and became increasingly more militaristic as time went on, and more angry with how feminized and left-wing Japan had become. So he set up the Shield Society at university, and with about 4 members in 1970, he went to a barracks outside Tokyo and barricaded himself in the commandant's office. Then from the balcony he gave a speech to the soldiers hoping to inspire a coup d'etat, but he was jeered at. The group then admitted defeat and committed seppuku inside the office, but the reports say they made quite a mess of it.